Super Bomberman R2. God, that's a mouthful. I've always had a soft spot for the Bomberman series. It was literally the first game I got on my PlayStation 4. That, and of course, Spider-Man. Look, I even got the shiny version of the game when it released. And it goes without saying, but I got the Ratchet and Clank skin that comes with it as well. So, a while back when I found out they were making a sequel to the game that was going to come out on all consoles, I had to get it. I didn't pre-order it by any means, but the moment it went on sale, you better believe I ordered it right away. But when I finally got the game in the mail, honestly, I was a little disappointed. Look, I'm kind of broke right now, and I can't really afford a Nintendo Switch Online account, so just playing the game's story mode kind of left a bit of a bad taste in my mouth. But even so, almost every time I've played my Switch, my friends, they've wanted to play it. So I wanted to take an unbiased look at the game nearly 2 years after its release. Many of you may only know Bomberman as that one assist trophy in Smash Bros, which you would be correct, but for those of you who haven't played a Bomberman game before, it's a game series described as an action maze runner game that's made by Hudson and owned by Konami, the same company that made Metal Gear. If you expect Bomberman to be anything like Metal Gear, you'll be very, very disappointed, I'm sorry to say. Not saying these games are bad, I just thought I'd bring that up. Like I said before, the original Super Bomberman R was one of my first and favorite games on my old PS4. And I put countless hours into that game, just running against the CPUs. At that point, I didn't even know there was a story mode. I just liked the convenient pick up and play style that the game had, as well as its unique art style. Then, Super Bomberman R2 came out, and like I said, I bought it almost instantly. I played it, and decided it's alright. Anyway, back to Tears of the Kingdom. As of right now, I only have about 5 hours on the game. I always thought the game was just a little meh, but it just wasn't as good as I thought it would be. So now, for the moment we've all been waiting for, my completely unbiased, brutally honest review. Let's get into it. Being one of the 79 entries into this game series, certainly, it has a lot to live up to. With that being said, this game definitely has a lot going for it. It's got the biggest content volume in series history, at least according to Steam, and, mind you, this game series has been around since 1993, so that's saying a ton. This game is heavily carried by its online mode. With features such as Standard, I'm not going to explain this one, it's pretty much common sense. If you need that explained to you, I don't know what to tell you. Click on another video. Sorry, that was a bit mean. Anyway, Grand Prix is a mode where players split up into 2 teams and fight to earn points. This mode alone has 4 types of battle rules to choose from, this being Civilians, Crystal, Checkpoint, and Basic Bomber. You can also play 1v1, 2v2, or 3v3. Then there's Battle 64. I wouldn't put it past you if you thought this was a reference to the 1997 game Bomberman 64, but from what I've seen, it's definitely not, unfortunately. Anyways, this is a battle royale. Think Fortnite for all you Gen Alpha kids. That lets up to 64 players to fight all at once. Finally, there's Castle. This mode is where a group of 16 people get split into 2 groups, the attacking side and the castle side. It's pretty well named, if I do say so myself. The attacking side aims to get into the castle side's base and steal their treasure before time runs out. Personally, Castle mode is my favorite to watch here on YouTube, mainly because it kind of reminds me of Capture the Flag. But regardless, players love these game modes, and they easily allow for hours upon hours of fun. If you're anything like me, you like to hang out with your friends whenever you have time. But while hanging out with your friends comes the question of what to do. You could do hundreds of things together. But if the weather's bad outside and everyone's already cozy in the hangout house, there's always video games. Most of the time, my friends and I will usually play games like Hollow Knight, where we switch players upon every death, or some multiplayer platform, or some one-on-one fighting game like Street Fighter. However, if we aren't playing any of those games, we're playing Bomberman R2. And this isn't bias, talking here, but it's a great time all around playing this game with friends and family. There's almost nothing better than getting a perfect bomb placement to trap your best friend, or just barely catching someone with your flames so that you can come off the sidelines and fight like your life depends on it. If you still don't believe me and think that this entire segment is just pure unfiltered bias, then take a look at some of the reviews online. Everyone enjoys playing this game, and while it may not be everyone's first choice, it's certainly a fun time for everyone involved. Now, I'm of the minority who believes that graphics aren't everything to a game. You could have the most hyper-realistic character models with terrain that looks like it was ripped out of my backyard. But if you don't have quality gameplay to go with it, I'm not playing. I'm sorry, that's just how it is. I don't care unless the game is fun. There are a few exceptions to this, however, like Sonic Colors Ultimate. The game's graphics are so bad, they are distracting. And it gets even worse when you compare them to other 3D Sonic games on the Switch. Just compare Planet Wisp from that game to its recent inclusion in Sonic X Shadow Generations. It's clearly night and day. Sorry, but that's just how it is for me. Anyway, back to Bomberman. Sorry about the side tangent. While this game may not be breaking any records with its super detailed character models, the design of each character is good. They have bright colors and that reflect their individual personalities, and great shading to go with it. And at the end of the day, that's all I can really ask for. The game is very easy on the ice, and I can tell just how much love is put in all the characters' little animations. Each bomb explosion feels satisfying, and you really feel like you earned each kill when you catch some other player by surprise. And the music is peppy and upbeat, which is a great addition. For as much as I don't really enjoy the game as much as I did the original, it's still a solid entry in the series, and it's safe to say that it is not only good, but great. Hopefully, in time I come to appreciate this game more, but for now, thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Goodbye.